When integrating the Statistics Explorer to your application, you have two possibilities. Either you can integrate the whole Explorer app, as we see it here in this screen and we saw it at the beginning of the course, or you can integrate the so-called Statistics Loader. This allows you to load just one or multiple reports of saved configurations and create pages like this one here, where you just have a couple of reports in one page in your application. Let's start with the integration of the whole Explorer. This is of course again documented in the documentation, and there are a couple of steps necessary to do so. The first one is that the Statistics Explorer uses Bootstrap markup. And for that, of course, it makes sense to include the Bootstrap style sheets unless you have it already integrated in your application anyway. The second step is to include the Statistics Explorer style sheets. We can do this via Symfony Webpack and Core. Then we need to define a markup node where we want to place the Statistics Explorer into. Then we need to provide a JavaScript configuration object which contains all the URLs that are used by the Statistics Explorer, and these always follow the scheme prefix that you have defined in your routing, then the context you want to use for this integration, and then all the endpoint names of the corresponding URLs. And then last but not least, we of course also need to include the JavaScripts of the Statistics Explorer. Again, we do this via Symfony Webpack and Core. And the sample integration could look like as follows. First, we have the Bootstrap markup. Then we have the Statistics Explorer markup. Then we have this node where we want to inject the Statistics Explorer to. Then we have this JavaScript object for all the configuration URLs. And last but not least, we integrate the JavaScript sources for the Statistics Explorer. The integration of the Statistics Loader follows the same principle. So again, we need to include the Bootstrap styles. We need to include the Statistics Loader styles in this case. Then we have some markup we need to define. In this case, it's not just a node, but also a data config ID where we define the name of the configuration that we want to load. Then we have again this JavaScript object with the URLs. In this case, we only have 3 of them. And last but not least, we need to provide the loader scripts for the statistics loader. Again, this can look like as follows. Here we have the Bootstrap styles, we have the statistics loader styles, we have the configurations, the markup nodes, where we have 2 of them in this case. First with some configuration ID and the second one with some configuration ID. Then we have the JavaScript object with the URLs, and last but not least we have again all the scripts for the loader.